Hawks21 here, back with another Splinterlands video. So let's check in on the Elite 8 of the Splinterlands Madness tournament. We've made it this far. In this video, we're going to see who moved on to the Final Four. So the Elite 8 was also a best 3 out of 5 series. But moving forward, the Final Four and then the National Championship will be a best of 7. So one more round of best of 5, then moving on to a best of 7. Also, in the Final Four, we're going to watch every single battle from every single matchup. And I'm going to try to set it up in a way that I don't know who actually won. So we're going to watch live. I'm going to test it out here. I had someone help me out. So there's going to be one matchup where I don't know who actually won. And so that's what we're going to do for all of the Final Four in the National Championship, so you can see my live reaction. But for most of these, I already know what's happened. Going to be the same format as next time. Let's get underway. Let's start, as always, in the diamond section. Also, shout out to our sponsor, Immortal. They've been awesome throughout this entire tournament. We'll have more on them later, but just wanted to shout them out in the beginning. Okay, so let's start down here in the Wraith division, the Wraith region, where we have our Cinderella story guy from Ajax. 29 seed going against the 5 seed K Frey. Let's stop in and see how these battles went. So we got battle number 1 here. It's looking like a magic only, I'm assuming. Yeah, so magic only. They really went similar lineups. You know, it's going to come down to was the blast enough to counteract the scavenge from Dr. Blight? We'll see. Very, very similar teams here. It's the poison right away. I wonder if that's going to be a difference too. Is there no poison? So the cripple actually lets them life leech. Interesting, when normally they wouldn't because of the void armor. Oh yeah, so no poison. Was that the difference? Very similar setups here. They just didn't hit the poison. Although the poison's going to just put them kind of in the same spot, right? I think it's actually going to just end up being the scavenge. You know, there's only one monster here that's really gaining health, and that's going to be Dr. Blight. It's the poison right away. I mean, the blast damage is certainly helping. I mean, right now it looks like guy from Ajax. Oh, the redemption. That was a big redemption. The poison. Yep. Oh, I see. That redemption was huge. So yeah, it ended up being the scavenge, right? Because Dr. Blight at that point had accumulated enough health where the redemption from the other way with their life zapper wasn't enough. So K Frey takes game 1. But, you know, as we've seen, Ajax is a competitor. I don't expect him to go down that easy. Let's check out game 2. Kind of a weird, lowish mana enrage, but everyone hits. I hate the enrage everyone hits because, you know, you always want to do like a dodge play. But in everyone hits, it doesn't really matter. Ooh, that was great place by, look at that. I didn't even notice that. It was the snipe rule set. He put the card with Martyr right in between Stitch Leech and Time Mage. Probably his 2 strongest cards. So great placement there. Because now you're going to get a really juiced up Stitch Leech. Yeah. Great job. Great job by K Frey. You know, it's interesting going with, you know, you have this rule set where no one can miss an Enrage. And Jinchuala naturally comes with Enrage and True Strike. The Jinchuala is basically built as this rule set already. So, you know, going with that card, interesting from Ajax. Again, I'm not going to, you know, talk about someone's strategy who advanced further than I did in the tournament. But just sort of my 2 cents there. So K Frey takes game 2. Is the Cinderella story ending? K Frey, guy from Ajax. Guy from Ajax doubling down in game 3 on the Jinchuala. Let's see what this rule set is. Just Enrage. So again, he plays a monster with Enrage. in the enraged rule set. Interesting. Up here, we have a new card here. Underleveled, but yeah, once you get this to level 5 and you get the heal with the Void Armor, this is a really sick defensive card. It synergizes really well with Adelaide, really well with Oshur. Very cool card. This is probably going to be one of my most used cards once I level it up. I did just hit level 5, so I've been sprinkling it in, mostly in Brawls, but I'm excited to, continue leveling that card up. So the Infiltrator looks like it's going to do work on the back end. Chaos Dragon, it'll matter where the Chaos Dragon hits. It's a lot of damage. But again, you could have put a monster that didn't have Enrage there, who would get like an extra bonus, where the Enrage is sort of built into the value of the Jinchwalla. Yeah, there's so many heals on the Imperial Knight up front, and then you have to remember, they also have 2 Resurrects. So even if they do get through it here, which doesn't... no, they didn't get rid of one of the Resurrects, because the Resurrect is going to get resurrected, which is going to allow the Adelaide to actually use its Resurrect, unless it dies between then. But yeah, I mean, they haven't got rid of the Imperial Knight yet. So that still hasn't happened. So I think it's going to be tough. You have to now get rid... there's only one more Resurrect, but still. Right now, it's going to get resurrected. It has Void Armor, so all of its armor is going to come back. It's going to remain voided. That was not a great spot for the Chaos Dragon hit either. So a little bit of bad luck there, but honestly, just a very good play from K-Frey. So K-Frey is going to sweep. So, the miracle run is over. What a series from guy from Ajax. He came in as the 29 seed, ended it very profitable, especially with all of the upset bonuses he got. So, I hope guy from Ajax will participate in the next one of this that I do, because he had a very, very great showing here. But yeah, we're going to stop this and move on to the next one. So let's head back quickly here. The run from guy from Ajax is over. K-Frey, the 5 seed, moving on to the final 4. Congratulations. Awesome. Okay. Now we're going to jump over here to the top right. We're going to save our 2 highest seeds that are left in for last. We're going to go to Proton and Garnoff. This was the deciding game. It actually wasn't the deciding game, now that I think about it. Garnoff won this pretty easily, but I just wanted to show off a battle from each one here. And I love Proton's attempt here. Trying to do the cheesy Tinderlock plus Blast, last stand play. Honestly, this low mana death team is just too good. And Tinderlock gets a bit unlucky, although I don't think it would have mattered really. You're going to see a couple misses here that are, it's a 35% miss chance. Another 35% miss chance. It wouldn't have made a difference. The low mana death is just a little too much to handle for this, but still, luck certainly was on the side. I love plays like this. I love the attempt, just trying to do something a little cheesy to overpower your opponent. But unfortunately, this Undead Badger card is so good. And then even the Resurrect. So yeah, Garnoff advances. I think it was 3-1. If I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, Garnoff advances. Okay, next we're going to go to Necromancer versus the Jangles. Now, spoiler alert, we don't have a big upset here, but I just wanted to kind of show something interesting here. So, this was actually a really, really good play by, keep calling him Jangles. B Jangles. You have ranged only with snipe. So basically every card is going to have to hit the second position unless they bring a close ranged card, right? The close range card in the front would hit the first position. So you see something a little interesting here, both revolving around the Herbalist. So Herbalist has Triage, right? It's a ranged monster with Triage. So the idea here is I'm going to put this in the first position so it won't get hit. And then it can just be used to triage all of my back line. Then on the flip side, Necromancer said, okay, same idea here with the Herbalist, but I'm going to assume, or I'm going to anticipate that my opponent will play a close range monster. We'll take out the Halfling Alchemist, which will allow my Herbalist to move into the first position, plus we'll get a little redemption boost here. So I think that was the play, because the really smart play is to put the Herbalist in the first position that we saw from B. Jangles. So that was one very interesting dynamic component here. The other thing that's interesting and what they were potentially trying to do is if they did bring a close range monster, the shield here and the protect plus the repair could be interesting where there's only one monster attacking here and the Halfling Alchemist could just stay alive as long as the lone boatman stayed alive. And the repair is also just a really good play in general when bringing a protect with archery or ranged only. Ultimately, I put this in to say, sometimes you just have to have the better summoner. Or play the better summoner. I don't know if B. Jangles has this. And obviously, Quix is a great summoner for this rule set. But, this is perfect for Ilthane. Ilthane counteracts the speed. And yes, the Necromancer is going to lose a ranged attack. But he's going to more than make up for that in all the return fire damage that Ilthane is going to bring. So, fantastic setup by B. Jangles. Sort of countered his opponent a little bit because that triage monster in the second position is going to get eliminated, but just this return fire just ends up being too much. Even stunning some monsters. The shield is going to eat up that one redemption. Look, we got the triage healing some of the return fires. Unfortunately, the Grenadier did a lot of work taking out the shield, but gets another stun. Again, this isn't looking that bad for B. Jangles. It's just the return fire really built up here. Right, it can never have just like a normal win. Like right here, boom, gone. Even with the heal. Right? Yeah, see, the return fire was just too much. Fantastic play by B. Jangles. Just Ilthane was the right summoner to go with. Necromancer advances to the Final Four. All right, and then we have Mondroid versus Master Shonuff. Mondroid has not lost a match this entire tournament on either side, diamond or silver. And I'll save you the drama here and say that didn't change. Mondroid took this 3-0. Just going to show this one battle because it shows off some really cool things here. The things don't really end up mattering, but look at the Bakjira, very normal Bakjira. Keep watching the Bakjira. Look to see what triggers. Weapons training. 2 attack. Look at that. And just watch some of the dynamics here. So it gets the 2 attack here from the Kulu Mastermind, and it can be amplified. So it gets, inspired. It gets inspired and picks up a 3rd attack. And there's going to be another interesting dynamic at play once they get rid of the Kabbalist. Right here. So now they got rid of a Demoralize, and look what happens to the Bakjira. Gets that attack back. You're talking about now a 4 attack Bakjira. That is crazy. Again, it doesn't really end up mattering, but in general, you're talking about a 4 attack, 18 health healer with Void. That is insane. Never mind, think about potentially the Enrage rule set. You could have a Bakjira with all this health and all this time where it could be enraged, doing 6 damage. And who knows, I don't know if this gets enraged, if that affects the Bakjira or not, I'm not sure. But this is just a really cool thing to see weapons training in action, because the Bakjira does miss, unfortunately. I can't bring you a live Bakjira attack. But it was really cool to see sort of, you know, it's hard to play some of these cards right now because a lot of people haven't leveled them up yet. You can see Mondroid has a level 3 gold foil copy, so pretty close to maxed out, so feels comfortable using it. But you're looking into the future a little bit here, I think. You know, the Bakjira can't heal, so again, it's not as resilient as it normally would be. But, missed the other attack. We almost got a Bakjira kill. I was very much rooting for the Bakjira there. You know, think about this too. You could potentially do this with like a Possibilis and get a Bakjira trample going. That would be fun. But yeah, Mondroid still hasn't taken a loss. I don't know if I'm going to put like a sort of, I guess I'd call it a bounty, where if someone can beat Mondroid in a single match, maybe they get a little bit of a bonus. But it hasn't happened yet. So yeah, Mondroid advances 3-0. Not a ton of drama here. Our Cinderella story got eliminated. Our 2 top seeds remaining advanced very easily. You know, over here, no upset. Garnoff did it. So we have the final 4 in Diamond. The Necromancer, the 1 seed advances. K-Frey the 5. Mondroid the 3. And Garnoff the 10. That is your Diamond final 4. All right, so we remember how crazy it was in the Silver tournament last time. Was this just as crazy? Let's find out. But before we do, it is time to check in with our sponsor. So yes, Immortal Creed. I've talked about them a lot, and I'll say the same thing again. They are doing their pre-sale. It is a new fantasy-based card auto-battler. Had some similarities to Splinterlands. They made some adjustments to it. I'm going to play a match in this one. It's a very cool concept. You get an Immortal, and then you basically need to give it equipment, you need to give it attacks, and it's a turn-based game. The base of what they built is really, really cool, and it's very rare for a game to have a playable mode during the pre-sale. And that's what they have. That's part of the reason why I like this game so much. Also, I got a little inside information. Right now, as you can see, I have 120 of the pre-sale packs. Bought those with my own money. Do your own research. Again, don't just blindly listen to me. Make sure this is the right investment for you. I just put my own money behind it because, you know, I looked into it and I liked sort of what I saw. Little inside baseball I got from talking to the team a little bit. Right now, the big thing they're working on is making the packs transferable. So I know some people don't like to invest in things before stuff can be traded. Right now, they're working on it. So one of the things that is coming up, I don't know when, will be just like, you know, packs in Splinterlands, or, you know, whatever token, or Forge or Forgium from I forgot, Splinter Forge. These will be traded on the Hive engine, on tribal decks most likely, I'm assuming. You know, you'll be able to buy these and then sell them, whatever, buy them off the secondary market, whatever you want to do. So that is what's coming next. So let's just play a match. In the previous videos, I've covered some stuff like, you know, game mechanics, different types of cards, different types of attacks, all that stuff. So in this one, we're just going to play a match. I don't know. I had this window open for a while, so I don't know if I need to refresh it. We'll see. Give it a couple more seconds. Yeah, we're going to refresh it. I probably have to log in again. I have a lot of battles to sift through and stuff to set up these videos, so sometimes I have a link open for a while. Yeah, so we need to log in here. Wrong account. Okay, now let's see if this works a little smoother. There we go. See, boom. Took 2 seconds. Just needed to refresh my thing on my end. Okay, so there's no magic. I'm going to go with the melee monster here. I went range last time and lost. All right, so do we do what we always do? I don't really ever bring shield. Why don't we try bringing shield? So I'm going to do immediate boost. I'm going to go big attack. I'm going to go shield. Actually, let's switch this up. I'm going to go... Let's try something different I haven't done. Let's do... Yeah, immediate boost into shield. And then we'll do big axe. Let's try this. Let's see how long the shield stays up. We had melee versus ranged. All right. So I took 10 damage there. So we both used our thing. So I have 9. So I should. And then we both ended with big attacks. So my big attacks, they didn't do any shield. Oh, they missed. There it is. Well, I mean, I think they had a 4% chance to miss. Oh, and then our shield ate that next shot. That worked out really, really well for us. And we're only going to do more and more damage with our big attack. You know, maybe they'll miss again. Yeah, see, we're doing 29. They're doing 15 into our shield. So bringing shield is definitely the play. You know, they brought an extra attack instead of the shield, basically. But our shield is going to make a huge difference because, you know, just look at this difference. 31, yeah, it's a 15 difference. And that individual attack is not going to be enough, right? 13. You know, that miss was also huge in the beginning. So we'll take the RNG luck for sure. We should take it home on this next big attack. Once we miss. There is a chance. We have an 80% chance to miss. That could happen. Got it. Nice. We are victorious. So yeah, come in, check it out. The link will be in the description as always. If you come to the shop tab, very easy to buy packs. Just go through credits, and there's so many ways to pick up credits. They made it very, very easy. So Immortal Creed, thank you for sponsoring. Game I'm going to be following closely, and we'll probably end up covering on my own, you know, once we get further along in this process. So Immortal Creed, check it out. Let's get into the silver bracket, if it will load. There it is. Okay. So, right off the bat, I'm going to have to click these out for each single one. We're going to talk about this Hewitt Ramos battle. Okay? This went 5 games. This is the one where I actually don't know who won. I had help here setting this up. I basically said what I wanted to happen, and someone made it work for me. So, I don't know who won. I know the winning block is here. I know this series went 5, and we're going to watch them for the first time together. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm thinking this is how I want to do the final 4 for each battle. We have no sneak, everyone hits, no ranged attacks. So you're expecting magic here. You know, as you can see, we got the Void over here, Hewitt with the +1 magic. Right away, I feel like, in my experience, Void wins. So, unless there's something I'm missing, I think Ramos is going to take round 1 here pretty easily. Maybe not. I mean, maybe, are they going to get stuck on the slip spawn in the back? They did get the affliction. So I think that is going to be key there, because he can't get the triage heal from the Spirit Porter. Maybe not. I mean, that heal is, they got the double heal in the front. I just feel like once I get through the slip spot, maybe, is it too late? It's hard to tell here. Maybe Hewitt has this. He's not doing a ton of damage anymore. He's got to hit the afflictions, really. He hit the affliction, so that was big. I think Hewitt has it. Wow, I was not... It's still hard to say. What about this affliction? Nope. Okay, finally hit that affliction. I still don't really know. Yeah, I feel like the Hewitt's Goblet Psychic Hewitt's Goblet Psychic never hit the affliction. If he hit the affliction at some point, Hewitt would have taken that. So a little bad luck, it looks like, for Hewitt in round 1. He finally hits the affliction. A little insult to injury there at the end. But Ramos takes round 1. I think a little bad luck for Hewitt there. We'll see if sort of the RNG balances out here. Okay. We have game 2, just plain Little League. What a refreshing, you don't have to deal with 3 rule sets here. Just right in your face, a low to mid mana amount. And it says, you know what, just Little League. We're not going to make this too complicated on you. Hewitt went with Thaddeus and Death, and then we had Magic Spam. So this ended up being a pretty good counter playing Thaddeus. Let's see, I don't really know. I mean, there's 2 very different strategies. In general, Magic does really well. But I don't know if they're going to have enough attack. It's the poison. That's big. Ooh, so he went first. Is that going to be the difference there? His Zenith Monk went first. Yeah, and now he has to go through the Rift Wing too. So Hewitt's going to take this. Great job by Hewitt. The Rift Wing in that second position was key. Even though it's magic damage, here at the lower levels, Rift Wing's big health and scavenge ability, it still just takes so long to get through. Because, he's nerfing their magic damage. So you're talking about a magic damage of 1, 1, and 2. It's just not that much damage at the lower levels. So Hewitt takes this one easily, ties up the series 1-1. Match 3. Okay, what do we got here? Is this another magic only? Yep, magic only with Amplify. Ooh, I have to imagine Ramos takes game 2 with the Amplify, right? Because he brought Magic Reflect. Yeah, I'm gonna guess this was a very quick win for Ramos here. The amplified Magic Reflect on every monster, it's gonna be too much. Yeah. I'm tempted to already just skip it. This was a really fantastic play by Ramos. It's one of those situations, again, if you don't have this card, it's going to be tough to win. It's one of those, again, you sort of tip your cap and say, you know what? I didn't have the necessary deck to make this happen. So it looks like, he's fighting, but yeah, this Magic Reflect is going to be too much to handle, I think. Get a look at the new card here, Khan Ase. It's a good time to play this card because, you don't really have a lot of Magic sneak plays, outside of a Coral Lurker. This thing's going to survive to the end. Just tough because even the Oceanus with the Void, where, normally in this rule set, you're not worried about it taking Magic Reflect damage. With the Amplify it is. So, good play by Ramos. Obviously now we know it went 5. So Hewitt's going to win this one, but we're going to look anyways. Oh, I love it. He went with my boy. Oh, we had a matchup. Double matchup. Get to see a new card here. The Phyrexian Hero. Flame Monkey, a 1 mana repair monster. Great play. We have an opportunity set up here. Cool. Was this melee only? They've gotten some weird rule sets. Yeah, melee only. I think basically what happens here is the opportunity with the piercing is just too much. I didn't even notice the Curl Lurker in the front. Yeah, he's going to get some dodges too. Good play with the Living Lava in the back. But, these opportunity with piercing attacks are crazy. Gonna watch this through. Takes a while to get through the Lurker. The Tenyi Striker just sitting in the back hitting the Living Lava. Not doing much, but it matters. because, you know, with the cripple too. So even though it is just sort of bashing into the armor and doing only 1 armor damage because of the shield ability, each time it hits it, as you'll see right here, cripple, it actually goes down a health too. So it was actually doing a little more than advertised. Finally got through the lurker, but too little too late here. You know, especially as you get to less and less monsters, you start having to worry about this repair. Although both sides do have piercing, so that matters. But still, it's just another thing you have to go through. Too much opportunity piercing attack. All right, so we knew Hewitt was going to win that one to level it up. Here is the deciding factor, match 5. I do not know who wins this. This will be really fun to do together. Bit of fun series overall. Hewitt got a little unlucky in match 1, and then sort of they've gone back and forth since with somewhat convincing wins both ways. We see Kanase again. Opportunity with True Strike. Ooh, I like this play. The Usit with the True Strike. I mean, sorry, with the opportunity. Because you know it's going to attack a low health monster right here. They did bring a Dark Han. So the opportunities are actually going to go here. So never mind. The lowest health monster, the Venari Marks Rat, is going to boost these two. I think it might be Hewitt. I think Hewitt's going to have this. We'll see. I like the protect play from Hewitt. Well, they both did a protect play. The martyr ability is going to be really nice here, as you'll see. Yeah, it's a pretty nice Harklaw up there. Although it's going to be hard to get through. Oh! I didn't even realize. The Fury ability. Hold on, wait, hold the phone. Okay, yeah, Hewitt definitely has this. I totally forgot about Fury. So everyone's going to do double damage to the Dark Han. That totally changed it, yeah. I thought Hewitt had it even without that, but knowing the Fury ability, this is going to be pretty quick. Because they're going to melt the Dark Han, and then they're going to just quickly, you know, they'll start here, and then they'll go to the main damage dealer, and then there just won't be a lot left. So I don't know if Ramos didn't care about the ferocity and thought, you know, the Kanase would just need those couple of turns, but 6 damage, 4 damage, you know, and no misses too. And I think it's going to be the Usit who gets the elimination here. So it's going to get bloodlusted too. That was a nice kill. I think the Usit's going to be too good though. Yeah. So now, look at that beast. So Usit's going to get another kill here, I think. Yeah. Another one, another Bloodlust. The Bloodlusted Usit. Very cool. We're starting to see a lot of new things with the new cards, right? You're seeing some of the new Bloodlust monsters like Usit just roll an opponent. You saw some weapons training. Very cool. That's one of the few times I've seen that sort of done successfully. And then look at this Usit right now. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. I have a level 2 actually. But I guess this is the max for silver. So Hewitt advances to the final 4 on the back of a bloodlusted Usit. 8 magic damage, 9 speed. Good for Hewitt. All right. Hewitt. This is, I hope says Hewitt if it was done correctly. If not, Hewitt. Let's go. Great job, both parties. You know, obviously 24 seed getting this far is awesome. We have a 17 seed in the final 4. Okay. I have 2 battles left, so that means we're not checking on everyone here. We are checking on Mondroid next. So, again, give you the hint here. Mondroid has not lost a battle in either one. So, here was just the coolest battle from this section. Using the double martyr play here. We got Quora with Blast. Using the new summoner, bringing out Quora in a normal sort of ranked battle challenge setting. So always like to show off this new stuff to you. All the new things you can do now in the game. this being one of them. Nice little martyr boost for Quora. And then at some point, Quora is going to start to roll. What's nice about this one too is now the Mark's Rat is going to take blast damage, giving another martyr boost. There is cripple, so I mean, that's a good, you know, Quora is not going to be able to heal as much as it should. But these built-in situations here are very nice. So now Quora is just going to roll. You know, it only has 10 health. Normally at this point it'd have a lot more health, but because of the cripples, we're going to see a double bloodlust here. Bang, bang. Again, the cripples help, taking away some of its ability to heal, but it's just too powerful. You know, it actually ends up getting a tiny bit close here at the end. Again, mainly just because of these cripples. You know, it's down to 8 max health. Those 2 misses. Hurt, don't think it would have ultimately mattered because we're going to get another bloodlust here. Oh, the shield came back. Oh, and the miss. Those 2 misses, I think, actually hurt a decent amount. Got it all the way down to 2 health. Again, I think they would have been 1 short regardless if my math in my head is going right, but a couple of those misses could have made the difference here. That cripple did a lot of work here on Quora. But just look at those attack numbers. Oh, brother. And we'll get them both up to 10. Why not? So yeah, Mondroid gets it done again. That one was closer than I was originally anticipating. I hadn't watched that one yet. I knew he won 3-0 and then just saw that setup. So I was like, yeah, this is a battle that I want to show. But yeah, looks like a 64% chance. I know Splinter Tools is very, very off. But, you know, not 100. Interesting. Someone's got to make him lose a match at some point. Okay. All right, and what is the other battle we have to show? We're going to show K-Frey versus Danny. So K-Frey has already moved on to the final 4 of the Diamond. Are we going to have 2? So Mondroid's in both. Are we going to have K-Frey also in both? This was the deciding match. Let's watch it. You know, we had very similar matchups here. A lot of the same cards. This was game 5. So it's kind of funny, you game 5 and you roll out very similar lineups. Get to see the Martyr at work here. Very nice. Void Dragon's pretty sweet in the front though. Magic Reflect is key. Good sneak damage. Ooh, hit the Void Dragon. Very interesting. Yeah, that was not a very likely hit, but got it done. Wow, I was not expecting that at all. And now this souped up. Okay. That hit, I think, is going to end up making the difference here. Oh, that was a big miss. I actually forget who wins this. I watched this earlier, but I forget who wins. I mean, now I think I'm pretty confident that it's going to be Danny. But this could have gone either way. Yeah, it's going to be super. Oh. One more hit right here. The Jim Bilko would have followed it up with a magic attack, so it didn't matter. But them hitting that Void Dragon, I guess Danny had a pretty good chance to win. It was 95% for Danny. This shows the win rate of the bottom person. Wow. So K-Frey can't make it in both. Danny pulls it off. And now, to be completely honest, I forget who won this one, and I don't have any battles up, so that's on me. You know, it's a 3 versus 22. But, you know, am I going to have to give out some upset money here? Let's see. Oh, it was Max. I'll go back and verify because I don't remember this at all. But looks like Max advances. You know, if in the final 4 you see that Wes is actually there, that is just because I made a mistake when I was recording this or setting this up. So, but for now, 22 seed gets it done. Max. So here we are. We have the final 4 set here in silver. We have Hewitt versus Danny, Mondroid versus Max. Tune in next time. We're in the final 4. This is when the prizes start to get really, really serious. When I finish recording, everyone who's in the tournament, I will send out your prizes and video stuff. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for being here. Very exciting. We've moved on to the final 4. Very happy for everyone enjoying. This has been a lot of fun. We've been on my Discord talking a lot. It's been really, really entertaining. I hope Splinterlands finds a way to make running these tournaments a little bit easier, because to be honest, it has been a lot of work, but I think worth it. So the final 4 is set. Tune in next time to see who becomes the Diamond and Silver Splinterlands Madness National Champion. Until then, I'm Hawks21. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, greatly appreciate it. Have a good day, everyone.